Now we'll understand what is preamble, guys. So preamble is one of the most important aspect. For example, before I make sambar, my first question to you is that what would be the recipes for it? Similar way, to understand what is there inside the constitution, it is very important for me to understand what are the essence out of it, and that is basically reflected in the form of a preamble. Okay, so preamble, it is introducing to a statute, and its objectives are very clear over here. So now in preamble, if you have watched my previous video in constitutional law, I have explained to you about the important salient features of constitution, where I mentioned about we the people of India, sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, and republic. I've given already an explanation about these factors. Now also I'll just give a small hint regarding it, because all these are coming under the aspects of preamble. So preamble, it is basically an objectifying what the entire constitution is at, and what are the elements and essence of the entire constitution we can understand through preamble. Now, what do you mean by sovereign? Sovereign means not controlled by any other country. That's meaning called sovereign. Now, what do you mean by socialist? Socialist means it is basically for the welfare of the people. Socialist means for the welfare of the people. Secular means what? Secular means it's already, we do not have any kind of official religion, like in Pakistan it starts, no, we the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, then like starts like, but in India we do not have like that. We have something called as no official religion, and it was very clearly said in SR Bommai versus Union of India case that secularism is a part of basic structure of the Indian constitution. And along with that we have democracy. What is democracy? Why in preamble they mention about democracy? Because government derives its authority from the will of the people. And then republic, head of the state is basically being elected through indirect and direct election. So it's very important for you to note down these things. So now this comes under the important ambute of the preamble. Now there are two important cases you need to know. Okay, now Indre Barubari case as well as Keshananda Bharati case. See guys, we have to know about what is Article 368. See, Article 368 is a powerful tool for amending the entire constitution. So I can amend the constitution through the power of what? Under the power of Article 368. But in Ray Barubari case, it was very clearly mentioned that Article 368 can amend any part of the constitution, but preamble is not part of the constitution and it cannot be amended. This was basically the contention used in Ray Barubari case. Remember, so preamble, whenever two case laws you have to remember is about In Ray Barubari case and Keshananda Bharati case. In Ray Barubari case, they said very clearly that preamble is not part of the constitution. As such, Article 368, there is no need of Article 368 to amend the preamble aspect, because it is not part of the constitution and it cannot be amended. Whereas in Keshananda Bharati case, it was later overruled. Okay, this was the first case. Later, it was overruled in the Keshananda Bharati case, and it was said that preamble is part of the constitution, and under 368, Article 368, it can basically be amended. That's it. So this is a very important aspect you need to know about preamble, because I've tried to explain this in a very simplified manner. I explained about what is preamble for you, what is the essence out of it, what are the mentioned sovereign, social, secular, republic, democracy, all that I've explained to you, and two case laws. India Baribari case and Keshananda Bharati case I've explained to you. So that's all. Here ends my video. So in my next video, we'll be going much in depth about different articles and all. It's going to help you a lot. Wish you all the best. Goodbye. Take care.